This is Dolynny TV, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and welcome back to the Edmonton Oilers versus Dallas Stars live stream tonight on the channel. Of course, you saw the previously scheduled stream pop up. I had some intentions there the other day ago against the Ottawa Senators. As I said, training came up, yada yada yada, and that's just hit public on the stream, and that's what came up. The Oilers scoring right there. Warren Foegele on the doorstep on a beautiful passing play, a point shot that goes purposely wide to the side of the net. Passed across to Foegele. He nets it. It's 1-0 for the Edmonton Oilers, my friends. That is how you start a live stream. That is what you want to see to begin a hockey game. Good evening if you're just joining. Of course, tonight, one thing I must say, and this absolutely broke my heart all day, but broke my heart with Gene PxP's intro into tonight's game on Sportsnet. Constable Jordan and Constable Ryan, boys, our thoughts here on Dolynny TV. I can speak for every single person in this live stream that will watch this live stream tonight. Our thoughts are with you being passed, and of course with your families left behind after that senseless tragedy up in Edmonton tonight. That's what we're playing under tonight, and the Oilers get the first goal. That's what you want to see. Obviously get the home crowd into it, and what's been a pretty sad day in Edmonton for a very, very hard day as well. Across Alberta and across Canada, as two great men serving the Edmonton Police Force lose their lives on a day where hockey becomes secondary almost, but thankfully at the same time you've got sports to distract from the tragedy a little bit as well and give us a little bit of hope going forward, and the Oilers doing just that, scoring the 1-0 goal, 7:23 to go here in this first period of play. Whew. Good evening, friends, and glad to have you along for the ride this evening. Epiphany, Chicken, Peter, Darcy, Verdon, Kevin, Michael, SK, Stoney, and everybody along for the ride in the rest of the stream that I can't see. Good evening as the Oilers just take the face-off inside the Dallas Stars zone. It'll be forced back behind their own net where they've got possession. They'll flip it out into the neutral. It bounces on to Fox's stick. He gets it across, but this one's going to go all the way to the far side boards where the Oilers are able to regain in their own zone. 7:03 to go here. The Oilers, despite not having a single shot through the first 5 minutes, have now exploded for 8 shots on 8 shots in the net. What am I trying to say? 8 shots straight. That's what I'm trying to say. And the Oilers, since starting the season 10-10, are 27-13-8 since then. They've had a pretty good solid run here to get things rolling. And of course, I do apologize if you're just tuning in. You're wondering why the stream was late. Just a little emotional after that start from Gene PxP, and I knew that was going to be the case, so I knew I had to push it back. And then I also realized that the Ottawa Senators stream was up instead of the Dallas Stars stream, so that was another thing. But the Stars at the Oilers blue line, they're going to push it in against Bouchard in the far side corner. Bouchard wraps his man up. Stars come up with it. Costin lays a big hit on Jamie Benn, staples him into the boards. The Oilers have a delayed penalty coming up, and we will have a stoppage in play here against our Edmonton Oilers squad. So a Dallas power play coming up after a Warren Foegele goal to start this game on the assist from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. The Oilers off and running, and of course, you know what? I'm missing the scoreboard. Sorry, I realized something was missing here on that stream, and there we go. We've got it for you live now. But as it is, the Oilers do lead 1-0 after the first goal from Evan Bouchard and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. So right like that, my friends, Evan Bouchard continues his streak of dominance this season since the Tyson Barrie trade, now up to 24 assists on the season. It was a beautiful goal. I mean, one of those perfect, purposely wide shots, right? It's disguised as a shot, goes wide right onto the tape of Nugent-Hopkins, who feeds it perfectly backdoor to the tape of Warren Foegele and puts it home to make it a 1-0 score. And yeah, no, this is one I think you got to expect unless something catastrophic happens here for the Oilers. This is a win that they need, but a bigger win for the city of Edmonton tonight, and that's what I'm hoping comes true tonight. As we'll find that out as we go along this evening. It's only 7:33, so we've got about another 2 hours to get things going, so we'll see what the end result actually does end up being. But friends, as SK does bring up in the chat as well, no McLeod tonight, no Zach Hyman. Again, Hyman out with injury, and Ryan McLeod, I didn't catch it, but I mean, I was 90% asleep by the end of that Senators game. Was banged up somewhere along the way at the end of the hockey game against the Senators. A 6-3 win, much needed 6-3 win, and now obviously for the Oilers here as well, a big game here, down a couple of players this evening. It's 11-7. Philip Broberg has drawn back into the lineup for the Oilers, so you like to see that. That's a good gift for our Edmonton Oilers squad to see Philip Broberg back. And now obviously too, missing a couple of guys, you get that boost of kind of the stability that 11-7 brings with Jay Woodcroft coaching. You don't mind that at all. 6:06, too many men bench penalty was what was called against the Edmonton Oilers. Devon Shore will go to the box to serve the minor. And this one will be won back by the Dallas Stars. Played to the near side boards, now to the far side point. The shot comes in, it's tipped in front. Nugent Hopkins knocks it down to the blue line. Heiskanen keeps it in, and it'll be knocked out there finally by Derek Ryan before Heiskanen brings it in. It's back to the near side boards where Jamie Benn will reverse against the boards back to the blue line. Hintz plays it down low. Hintz now back at the blue line with it. Back to Jamie Benn in the near side corner. He'll fire to the front of the net, deflected there by the Oilers. Tipped back into the near side boards, and this one now Heiskanen will play this one at the point as this one goes far across to the side. The Stars work in the power play here, trying to get things going, trying to kind of just get this puck out of the zone of the Oilers. And a nice play there by Derek Ryan to take the man down, knock him down in front, and deny a cross crease pass for the Dallas Stars, as this one will be still in possession. The Oilers have allowed a power play goal in their 8 of their last 10 games. The Dallas Stars power play now down to a minute remaining, and a miscue at the blue line by Heiskanen. That'll allow the Oilers a change, and that doesn't hurt at all. A little miscue at the blue line for the Stars to allow the Oilers to clear it as well the next second. And with 4:47 to go here in the first period, we've got 40 seconds left in this Dallas Stars power play. Things are coming together here early on in this hockey game. It's been a not bad period pretty much since the first 5 minutes in, because after the Oilers were kind of just hanging around for the first 5, and then they've gotten going. And the shot's still 8-3 after what was 4 minutes ago. It was 8-3. That's a nice play by Vinny Desharnais to just knock his man down. Oilers retrieve the puck, side of the net, it deflects in front. Oh my goodness, what a save by Stuart Skinner, denying him with the arm. That was a massive get for Skinner, and now back the other way. Here's Connor McDavid across, backdoor. Matthias Janmark scores the goal to make it 2-0, and the Edmonton Oilers go from penalty kill to power kill just like that. 4:06 left in the first period, shot number 9 of the game, and the Oilers are up 2-0. You like to see that. That is a huge get for the Oilers. A great save at one end by Stuart Skinner, either off the elbow or else off the blocker, and then Connor McDavid, no contest. He's away and running and just threads the needle over to Janmark, backdoor for the tippity-tap cross crease pass, and look at that one, bang, right there, no chance for Ottinger. And the Oilers up 2-0 with 4:06 to go. Connor McDavid, point number 130 of the season. The guy continues to pile them up. And here we go. Susan Suley, you have won a $250 more rewards travel credit. Good job there. Connor McDavid gets it going. So 4:04 to go here in this first period of play. It's going to be played ahead by the Oilers. Off the face-off is Fogle will battle there along the near side boards. Janmark's 7th this season. Yes, indeed, his 7th from McDavid's 74th assist, and Vinny Desharnais picks up an assist as well. That's a huge get, and here's the Oilers back the other way. Devon Shore to the attack. That one just a trailer pass there by Draisaitl to the blue line, but wrong-handedness for Cody Ceci as he couldn't carry across the blue line with momentum. It was behind him by the time he got in. And 3:25 to go here as this one's backhanded along the near side boards. played off and tipped out by the Stars, so they'll come back the other way. The shot coming here on this redirect play, but it goes wide of the net. Another redirect play, and it goes wide again in behind the Oilers' net and back to the blue line. No, it hits the referee, so now it's rimmed around the boards, point to point, and back to the middle of the ice, as the Stars will again try to deflect one through. They couldn't get it going, and this one again just kind of trickles out down the ice for the Stars, and they have to again retreat. They've only got 5 shots so far through 17 and a half minutes of play in this first period. And here's Heiskanen at the blue line again. He's going to get it across to Robertson, who's going to rip the shot, blocked in front. The Oilers have gotten in some shooting lanes so far this hockey game, so you don't mind seeing that either, as the Oilers come in with a concerted effort to get down the blocks in front, as this one will be bounced in front, turned over for a brief second, but here's back the other way is Connor McDavid going for a skate with Yamamoto. Yamamoto rips the shot. It deflects off of Ottinger up high, batted back around the near side boards to Evan Bouchard, who chips it along the boards again. Bouchard knocks it down. He will look over to McDavid, who's going to shimmy shake off the defender and get back to Bouchard high point. Far side now as Matthias Ekholm will play it over to Evander Kane. The shot comes in. It deflects off a Dallas Star back into the defensive zone, and all of a sudden we've got a little bit of wide open action happening here since that goal for the Oilers, as things are getting started here. 1:50 to go in this first period of play as the Stars and Oilers pile up along the near side boards. Now it's batted in front of the Dallas Stars bench on the far side. This one will be again moved into the Stars zone. 2 Oilers offside. They'll tie up at the Stars line. Everybody trying to be onside. Costin threw himself offside. Puck comes out to the blue line for the Oilers and fired in there by Brett Kulak, where it'll be a battle there for Bukestad. Near side boards. The Stars separate man from puck and come back the other way. This one's going to be flipped in by the Stars and now chased down by Brett Kulak, who's able to tie his man up. Vinny Desharnais up with the puck. He'll flip it into the neutral zone off a tip, and the Stars now with just 1:05 to go here in this first period of play. Puck comes around to the near side boards. Cody Ceci battles it there. Nice play there by Brett Kulak to stay in front and tie up the man that would have been the trigger in the slot, as this one will go back behind the Oilers net. We'll have a slow down in the action, and now Mr. Cody Ceci will play it in front. 42 seconds to go here in this first period of play. Fired in by the Dallas Stars. Stuart Skinner will look to reverse back around to Cody Ceci. Played in front by the Oilers and out of the zone. Nice tip there by the Oilers to get it down the ice off of Miro Hiskinen's stick. And now this one all the way into the back of the Stars zone. Tied up by Cody Ceci for a second. Oilers trying to come up with this puck. Drysdale does. Goes far side. Nugent Hopkins not able to play it. Nurse able to get it down low. That should do it for this first period of action. 10 seconds to go. Cleared out by the Dallas Stars unless something drastic happens as they cross the Oilers' blue line. The shot from Heiskanen blocked in front. And this one will go wide of the net, and that will sound the green light behind the net, which means we will have ourselves the buzzer for the first period and the end of that first period. A good first period, a 2-0 first period for the Edmonton Oilers. So that's where we're sitting right now, friends. We are up 2-0 after the first period of play. That was a heck of a period turned in. That first 5 minutes, like I said, it looked kind of sketchy, but the Oilers were able to get it done. And Matthias Janmark gets the job done to make it 2-0. Magic, welcome in. I think we've got everybody else covered except for JJ. Welcome in as well. Jeffrey, welcome in. And have I missed anyone else? Roger as well, welcome in. So we are rocking and rolling. Clock, welcome in as well tonight, as I think we've got everybody covered in the chat that's been in the chat. So just to summarize this first period of action, friends, Warren Foegele, goal number 12 of the season. So all of a sudden, he's absolutely gone on a tear here since the new year, reasserted his position in the Oilers lineup, and made it happen. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, 52nd assist of the year from Evan Bouchard as well, who picks up assist number 24. Matthias Janmark then, 5 minutes left, or actually 4 minutes left in the game, in the first period. picks up goal number 7 on that shorthanded 2-on-1 with Connor McDavid, who picks up assist number 74. It is just so insane what Connor McDavid continues to do, and obviously tonight feels like one of those nights the Oilers get hot goal scoring. Connor McDavid could pile up the net with 3, 4, 5 points just like he has several times already this season. Billy, welcome in. You're having to watch the Stars broadcast. I feel for that. I mean, you know what, as much as the Oilers some nights don't give you much to cheer for, it's much harder to watch the Oilers when the other team's actively broadcasters cheering against you. I guess I could feel for that. And as we get going, Ryan, good evening as well. The Pens have lost, and just to Peter's point, just to say, Peter does have the update. It's 2-0 for Boston over top of the Winnipeg Jets. So as things enter play tonight, friends, there's a couple of key things you need to know. Oilers need to win. Everybody else in the Pacific Division and Central Division need to lose. That's your scoreboard update for tonight's hockey game. Lose in regulation, preferably. As the Blackhawks are up 1-0 after 2 periods play against the Predators. That game is huge. If the Preds drop 3 or 4 games here in the next 5-6, that should eliminate them from being a thorn in our side down the stretch. The Avalanche up 5-4 against the Senators. My goodness, would I love to see the Sens come back, tie it, beat them in overtime. That would be a big result, like I said, according to Peter there, and confirmed by Sportsnet. 2-0 for the Bruins after 2. And then the Oilers up 2-0 after 1 over top of the Dallas Stars. The Rangers beat the Penguins 4-2, and the Panthers beat the Canadiens. This one was messed up 9-5. There is a big game tonight in the Pacific Division. It's one that counts for a lot of cookies tonight. Flames versus Golden Knights. This is almost one that you need the Flames to win for the Pacific Division hopes that we have. And then obviously, too, the Blue Jackets, one of the worst teams in the NHL, has to find a way to defeat the LA Kings, who are soaring high so far this season. So that's where you're looking in the scoreboard watching. Now, when you go over to the Pacific Division and you try to kind of animate out what you need to do to get that wild card position out of our rear view mirror and get it to a solid top 3, the Los Angeles Kings are up to 87 points on the season. The Vegas Golden Knights are up to 90. And obviously the Oilers holding down number 3 spot with 82 points. 32. That looks all the same to me. But the Seattle Kraken not that far behind, 81 points. And obviously to Winnipeg at 79. The more they lose, the more that helps us secure at least a wild card spot and sooner secure our NHL playoff berth. Whether we finish wherever we do, that doesn't matter. Nashville now with 75 points, Calgary with 74. So yeah, you can probably give Calgary a victory against Vegas tonight in regulation preferably, and that comes out a long way for the Edmonton Oilers this evening as they would move up to 84. Obviously Winnipeg would still be sitting at 79. Nashville hopefully still sitting at 75. And the stretch continues to get wider and wider for the Edmonton Oilers here this season. So that's what we're hoping for. Friends, of course, it looks like a lot of you just joined into the live stream. Good evening. I'm Tyson Dolynny. This is Dolynny TV. Thank you so much for being aboard this evening. Really appreciate you being along for the ride, as it's been an emotional day in Edmonton this evening. And I definitely want to say I would love to see the Oilers pull this one out and get a big victory for us this evening. Let's see what else we got going here. Could use more likes on the stream. Well, I don't need more likes on the stream, Epiphany. I think we're doing all right. 24 is sitting all right. Dean, good evening and welcome in as you're coming in commenting. Good game so far for the Oilers. I think, you know what, as somebody else said, they were just waiting for me to hit that live stream button because, yeah, it was pretty magical. I hit the live stream button, boom! Oilers score a goal, Fogle right off the bat. Bing bang, 1-0. That's what we're hoping for. And then that's where we're sitting it. As we're also talking about the Penguins a little bit here. And Columbus needs to win too. Yes, Columbus needs to win. I think that's part of what I was just going over. Bill, welcome in. Miles, welcome in. Yes, Miles coming in with the exact same sentiment I was saying. Cheering for Calgary tonight, but unfortunately, right, that's a dang if you do, dang if you don't kind of situation for the Oilers. But as we're getting going, What else do we have here? Jeffrey's going for the Blackhawks this evening, and yeah, okay, we're good to go here, friends. I think I've caught everybody up in the chat, so we should be good. Obviously, too, the Oilers have a good chance of catching up to some of the best teams in the NHL this evening, right? You think about that 84-point mark, that moves you up right on the bubble of 10-11, especially right there with the Colorado Avalanche. You're tied for 11th with the Avalanche right now. You get that 84 points, you're right there behind Minnesota, Tampa Bay. Then all of a sudden you go out there and win another game and hope that Dallas and LA lose another game, and you're right up there with potentially the New York Rangers. So there's a ton of potential here for the Oilers to move up late. Obviously, you've seen the scoreboard coming up, the ahead of us schedule for the rest of the season. There's a lot of room that the Oilers, if they play bad teams good, can make up some points in the standings. Obviously, too, playing LA twice at the end of the year is going to help us out, and we should be really ready to rock and roll the rest of the way home. Just to give you an idea here, if I can find the Oilers schedule, let's just go over there and get this covered off for you here, just to figure this one out, because I'd love to tell you what the Oilers have ahead of them the rest of the way home, because there's really not that much left. There's March, half of March, and April left. So you've got Dallas tonight, Seattle, San Jose, Arizona, Vegas, LA. That's your end of March schedule, and we're pretty much going one day on, one day off, one day on, one day off, 2 days off, one day off, or no day off, sorry, between Vegas and Arizona. And then Thursday the 30th, you play at home against the LA Kings. That's your March schedule. And then April, you've got 6 games where you pile it up. Ducks, Kings, Ducks, Sharks, Avalanche, Sharks. So you got a late night schedule there, obviously going 8 p.m. on Saturday, April 1st. That will be something Patrick and I will have to definitely take a look at to see if we can get a live stream up and underway from Cold Lake for that one. And then Tuesday the 4th, the Oilers and Kings when I return home. And then as well, we probably won't have live coverage of that one, unfortunately. I think maybe the first period, if anything. Wednesday the 5th against the Ducks. And then we're in San Jose. We're in Colorado. And then Thursday the 13th, 7 p.m. game against the San Jose Sharks at home to close it out. That's another one I wish I could take the day off and just make it work, but unfortunately this season it won't work out this evening, so, or this year, sorry, that's what I'm trying to say. Alright, so this is where we're sitting, friends. Obviously, like I said, it's a tough night in Edmonton, tough night across Oilers land. Losing 2 valued members of the Edmonton Police Service in, it seems like it's overused, senseless tragedy, but still the details seem a little bit murky from what I've heard on what exactly happened. But just there's absolutely no need for that to have happened today, and it really killed me seeing Gene Principe's intro tonight, obviously knowing that one of those constables is leaving behind a child that will never get to hear his voice, and that is absolutely heartbreaking in my mind. So that's it was a tough start to the game. It's been a tough start to the day, and it's been a very tough day in oil country. So the Oilers, like what we're trying to say tonight, is just pull out a great result. They're obviously up 2-0 after the first period. They know they need to pull out a big result for their city tonight. And this is one the Oilers don't need to win it for the standings. The Oilers need to win it for the city tonight. And I think that's what every hockey team, every sports team should be doing every single game. But there is obviously a little bit of extra incentive in that that part of the sport tonight. So that's where we're at, friends. It's just a little bit of a down night, that's for sure. It's obviously not a day that you really hope to ever happen. And the Oilers, though, pulling out the result this evening. 21 shot attempts in that first period, 4 face-off wins, that's it. But they lead 2-0 after 1 period to play. 13-11 the hits for the Dallas Stars, and 7-4 the goal scoring. The goal scoring for the Edmonton Oilers after one period to play. It's now Gene Principe with John Shannon and Bob Stauffer. I'm going to take a quick second to run upstairs, grab some water. That's obviously one thing I didn't start the live stream with. I did not start with water, so give me a moment and I will get upstairs and we'll get going here in a matter of moments. All right, friends, here we go. That's where we're at. And Patrick, good evening. As the Oilers fanatic joins the Dolynny TV live stream chat as we get everybody along for the ride tonight. First moderator in is Patrick this evening, so there you go. That's a valued thing for sure. And then we don't mind that at all. So that's where we're sitting right now, friends. We're just waiting for the Oilers to get back to action here in this second period now. That's where we'll be sitting, is we need to get the Oilers back to action for a second period, maybe be up 4 by the end of the period. Obviously, I don't really care about what the Dallas score is as long as we're leading, but you look at how much longer that Vinny Desharnais stick is compared to anybody else's stick. It is absolutely unreal how long of a stick Vinny Desharnais plays for. Alright, so this is where Bob Stauffer also comes in to talk about the old school game part of it or something. I don't know what Bob Stauffer's talking about tonight, but let's just see. Oh, so I guess there were teams in the NHL like the Arizona Coyotes trying to acquire Vinny Desharnais. This has been breaking news, so we'll have to do a video on that. I think we could do a big time video on that here on Dolynny TV. I'll make a mental note of that for later tonight. Should we do a post game edition talking about the Arizona Coyotes trying to acquire Vinny Desharnais last year? We'll just save that one for the old calendar there. I'm sure Patrick's noted it down as well, as we'll go over to the old St. Patrick's Day thing here, and we'll just put a reminder in at 5 o'clock. Vinny Desharnais Coyotes. There we go, a little reminder in the calendar. We're good to go. But we should be ready to rock and roll for this second period following this commercial break, friends. If you haven't had a chance yet, I definitely recommend you hit that subscribe button here on Dolynny TV. I don't know if you're new to the channel or not. We have about 70 of us hanging out this evening, but I think the big thing is all of a sudden we're starting to really grow a regular live streaming crew here on the channel. So I don't know, even though to 71, I'd say probably at least 50 are already subscribed to Dolynny TV. That's probably how you found the live stream so easily tonight. So that's where we're at right now. So Jeffrey runs a Facebook group covering the outs. Well, that is interesting there. And I need the Oilers to win tonight. That's what I'm going to say. Terry, as I wish I had a coffee. Honestly, if I had a coffee, we'd be doing good tonight. A little late to run out to the gas station cafe, but if I had a coffee, I'd be doing really, really good tonight. Already had a coffee from Starbucks this morning, so um, my coffee budget's already a little bit blowing, so that's where we're sitting. But yeah, we're just waiting for this second period to get underway. If you're just tuning in to the live stream and you kind of want to know what the heck's been going on, I guess maybe I could give you that update. Yeah, I could be that guy. Warren Foegele, 12th goal of the season, got the goal scoring kicked off for the Oilers tonight. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, 52nd assist. And Evan Bouchard, we've been talking about it, man. He is point per game since the Oilers traded Tyson Barrie. It's one of the most welcome things of the trade deadline outside of a Matthias Ekholm or Nick Bjugstad situation, and obviously too the Stuart Skinner starting role thing has been really nice, but we don't worry about that too much. We'll just let Stuart Skinner cook up that stew and we'll work on it going into the playoffs. Matthias Janmark, though, picks up the second goal of the period. It was not shorthanded. It was literally as the penalty expired, as Connor McDavid speeding up the ice. In Janmark, I mean, that guy must have had to take a 15-minute breather on the bench, because I could not imagine trying to keep up to Connor McDavid when he has that much head of steam going down the ice. But he gets onto the right position. Puck goes right under the glove of the sliding defender, onto the tape of Matthias Janmark, who puts a backdoor on Jake Ottinger, who had no chance on the goal. Matthias Janmark's 7th of the season, believe that or not, from Connor McDavid and Vinny Desharnais, who picks up assist number 54. McDavid picks up point number 130 of the season. So that's where we're at this evening. And who am I taking for Vegas and Calgary? I need Calgary to win that one. I will tell you that. I need a win from Calgary on that one, just to kind of keep the mess that is the Pacific Division alive a little while longer. And Peter, thank you for the kind words on the Slater Cuckoo video. That was one that I saw that at the end of the day at work yesterday, and I knew I had to say something about it. I knew I had to add some perspective to it, and I'm glad that a lot of you back home that were able to watch that video took something away from it, and did appreciate seeing that up in your feed last night. So here we go. We're back to action in this second period. The Oilers get the turnover immediately. Nice tie-up of the stick in the slot by a Dallas Stars defenseman to prevent Leon Draisaitl from speeding in, or Nugent-Hopkins from speeding in and scoring the 3-0 goal. We're back in the Oilers zone. Nice thundering hit there by Cody Ceci, and away comes Leon Draisaitl, dishing off to the left wing. Nugent-Hopkins fires the shot, stopped by Ottinger. Back to the blue line now as Darnell Nurse will thunder in and try to keep it in. He can't do it. This one's going to be knocked back by the Dallas Stars to Cody Ceci in the Oilers zone. Looks like the top forwards here for this second line will go for line changes. The Oilers continue to speed ahead into the Stars' end, as here comes Kailer Yamamoto. Can't get the stick down to interrupt the pass. This one's going to go bing bang around the zone in the Dallas Stars end of the ice. Now on the left-hand side of my television screen, Matthias Ekholm working right to left, turns over the puck, fired shot right over top of the glove of Stuart Skinner and wide. Stars get a second opportunity, fire it wide again. They'll get a third time, but they'll go in behind the net this time. 14 on 14, Ben on Ekholm. Ben's able to force it back to the blue line. This one tipped in the slot, and the Stars have looked for the tips several times over in this game so far. That one went wide as well. The Oilers were able to work it out in the neutral zone. The Stars turn it back the other way. They're continuing to work towards the middle, swatted away by the Oilers' sticks. Shot comes down low into the Oilers' zone again, as to the near side boards, fired around one more time by the Stars. And this just continues to get battered around. The Stars drive to the front of the net. Nice save there by Stuart Skinner. Oilers unable to clear another shot from the point. Skinner swallows it up with the glove. And the Oilers are able to escape what was a scramble of a sequence in the defensive zone unscathed. So that's a huge get. And they're going to show this one here. A beautiful opportunity by Warren Foegele to feed Nugent-Hopkins in front, but he just couldn't get it all the way through. And then Matthias Ekholm with almost a costly turnover, but he gets the stick in the lane to interrupt the shot as well. So that's huge. Epiphany will catch you soon, my friend. And now 18:11 to go here in this second period of play. 10-7 the shots for the Edmonton Oilers. And 1-0 Chicago in the third. That's a big one here. And yes, Columbus beating LA would be an absolute gift for the Edmonton Oilers here. Is this going to be a clear for the Oilers? Nope. It's going to be worked back down to Stuart Skinner. Another puck to the high part of the zone. It bounces over Heiskanen's stick and never touched anybody down the ice. So it is an icing call against the Oilers. 17:57 to go here in this second period. And here's the thing for Matthias Ekholm. Oh, excuse me. 7 games played, 4 points, 12 blocks, plus 10 rating, and the Oilers are outscoring the opponents 11-2, 5-on-5 with Matthias Ekholm on the ice. So you love to see that there. 17:57 to go here in this second period of play. The Oilers will flip this one up off of a Dallas Star, so it never exits the zone. Nice recovery, though, will allow it to go back the other way, and now a chance for the Oilers to work this one to the near side boards where Nick Bjugstad will flip after you comb to the middle of the ice, and this one just at the Stars blue line held up, and they will work this one back into the Oilers zone, coming down onto the far side corner. Vinny Desharnais retrieves the puck, knocks a man down, still has the puck. Kulak touches it up, and the Oilers continue to try and battle here. This one's point shot blocked in front by Vinny Desharnais, or I think that was Vinny Desharnais, or it might have been Nick Bjugstad, don't really know. No, it was Vinny Desharnais. He's the only 70 on the ice, and this one's going to go back the other way into the Oilers zone one more time. And this one's going to go back around the Oilers zone to the far side, lost side of the puck there as everybody just kind of congregated in the near side corner. Robertson leaves it to the slot. Stuart Skinner absolutely swallows it up. Huge save to kick it into the corner off the shoulder. Now the Stars working out from behind. The Oilers just getting run around. This looking playoff game-esque. This is how it looks in the playoffs, friends. One team just suddenly takes the puck and doesn't give it up. And Klim Kostin bailing us out with a huge block, but the Stars still maintain possession. They'll walk across the blue line. Robertson drags to the middle. He can't get the shot through, and then he takes down Brett Kulak, and then Draisaitl knocks down a man in front of him. And the Oilers are able to escape the zone here. Maybe I cursed it, but no. Nice play by Nugent Hopkins. Gets it to center ice before it's turned over to the Dallas Stars. And the Oilers just can't get it away from the Stars' stick. Here's Leon Draisaitl back the other way. He's going to look for the pass. He's going to hold up and take some possession time away from the Stars. Played down low to Foegele. Nice play in front to Nuge. Again, can't make it happen. Tip play in front, back door. Nothing. Finding the back of the net for the Oilers on two crazy little sequences. The shot by Nurse, tipped by Nuge. Then it bounces off the boards, comes to Foegele, who couldn't bury on the far side. Now it's played back out by the Oilers, tipped into the Stars zone. And this one, good little response there for the Oilers to, again, first time it gets back into your zone after a chance at the other end, get it out of the zone. But this one's going to be worked back by the Stars to Matthias Ekholm in the Oilers' end. He'll play it up the boards and tip it on down for the Oilers into the Stars territory. And now suddenly the Oilers able to play in the Stars zone a little bit here. Nice keep play there by the Oilers. Here's Devon Shore with the puck. He'll look to make something happen here. As this one's going to go back around. And this one's going to go back to Matthias Ekholm, who will fire the shot. Tipped in front there off the glove of Ottinger. The Oilers couldn't find it. 15:05 to go. And this one goes back the other way. Shot fired. That's a big, big save there for Stuart Skinner again. Just kind of steadying this Oilers defense after getting run around a little bit. And this one goes around the boards for an icing call in the Oilers zone. There you go. As we are rocking and rolling here in this second period. So far living up to the bill, and right, you knew the Stars were going to push back, but the Oilers making saves, and getting block shots as well. So they're doing their thing so far this period. You look at this, Leon Draisaitl does the backstop there along the boards and then looks off Jamie Benn, and here's Nick Bjugstad doing his thing. So the Oilers doing their thing. 17 hits, 14 hits for the Edmonton Oilers in this game. Walrus welcome in as we're going back the other way. The Oilers off the face-off win, regrouped in their own zone, flipped in by Connor McDavid. 14:28 to go here in this second period of play as the Oilers continue to battle here. This one's going to be worked out by the Dallas Stars back into the Oilers zone, and the Oilers will take an interference call here. So just like that, from bad to worse for the Oilers here in this second period of play, as Kailer Yamamoto takes an interference call in this second period with 14:19 to go. And there we are. As friends, I think we definitely could hit that 50 like mark by the end of the second period, especially if we get that little boost we normally do here on the live streams by the end of the second period. 14:19, so we're just early in this game still. Like it feels like this game's been going forever, but that's just me being tired. And this Yamamoto interfering, I guess, is the call. That's a soft one, but I guess it'll happen. And now the Oilers looking for that actual shorty this time, as that Janmark marker came at the end of the penalty kill, so it actually didn't count as a shorty, but it was a beauty nonetheless, as the Stars already have worked off 15 seconds of their own power play just trying to get into the Oilers zone before they get the attack set up. It was 20 seconds gone, and a nice save by Stuart Skinner at the 20-second mark of the penalty kill there for the Oilers, as that was just a dangerous feed in front chance for the Stars. Passed across here. Shot comes back to the middle, and the Oilers are going to battle here. And that's going to be Heiskanen keeping it in for the Stars. Robertson walking down the slot. He'll fire the shot up over top as Skinner clears the crease. And this one will go back in behind the Oilers' net now as Robertson picks it up. Shot played in front. And that's a beautiful play there by Stuart Skinner to hop on that puck and keep it out of the back of the net. Pavelski on the ice denied there. And the Oilers doing their job so far on the penalty kill tonight. And you look at this, Stuart Skinner's definitely been bodying up some shots tonight. Looking really good. I know there's been a couple shots that hit him and he just doesn't even know where they are. But you know what? I'll take that over them being behind him, I guess. And we will get back to action. The Stars win the face-off on the penalty kill. Shot comes down, tips in front. The Oilers first ones to get to it on the bounce and clear it down the length of the ice. All the way in behind Ottinger. 55 seconds to go here in this period number 2 power play for the Dallas Stars, as this one's going to be batted across by the Stars. Vinny Desharnais is able to get there, gets lucky on a whiff by the Dallas Stars. Great play by Connor McDavid, and now he's sprung Derek Ryan one-on-one. Shot fired up over top of the net, goes wide, and now the Stars regroup in their own end, and they will come back the other way, trying to battle through the neutral zone. 12:48 to go here in this second period. The shot fired on. This one's going to be turned back by Janmark again, as this one continues to work here, and this one will go out and off the boards for the Oilers and into possession as they're able to fire it down the length of the ice. 13 seconds to go in the power play. 12:29 left in the second period, and the Oilers, for all intents and purposes, have done a great job killing off this penalty. As long as the Stars don't get a shot entering the zone, they don't. Broberg ties up his man, and here comes Leon Draisaitl, who springs the man free for Kailer Yamamoto, but the pass just a little behind him, couldn't get it going. So now the Oilers see the Stars pick the puck up in their own end and come back the other way. This one, though, will be an icing call, and the Stars will have to retreat to their own zone. 12-12 the shots, 12:03 remaining here in this second period of play. So the Oilers doing their thing, and friends, just to give you an idea of the live stream so far, it's been a pretty successful one right now, starting off in that mid part of the first period. But as we're already at, just to give you an update, 38.32 hours streamed, which means we are well on our way to that 50-hour mark. I tell you, the shot by the Oilers now 5-on-5 doesn't get through. Shot comes towards the net, still doesn't get through, and now this one will be played by Darnell Nurse down low to the far side corner, where it'll be again Leon Draisaitl leaving it for Cody Ceci. Darnell Nurse back to the point. Nugent Hopkins the one-timer, and a play there by Ottinger to seal off the 5-hole, and then the Stars defenseman erases Warren Fogle right there as the stick somehow ended up exchanged, and Dadanov trying to fight that puck home and ended up clipping the bar there. So that's where we're at after a little bit of this second period, as Daniel welcome in and Festus welcome in as well, as we're getting things off and running, and it looks like the stream is just froze up here for a few seconds, so we shouldn't be too concerned. It's on commercial break, so we'll be fine and dandy here. I'm going to send you over a commercial and see if I can't get this stream refreshed. There it is. We'll go to live, and we are good to go here into this rest of the second period. There we go. We're back live and rocking and rolling. So the Oilers just need to get things rolling in the goal scoring department in this second period, and we'll be just fine. Warren Foegele obviously has a goal tonight, his 12th of the season. He's been buzzing all game, actually. And Matthias Janmark, his 7th of the season as well. So the Oilers doing their thing early on in this one so far. And let me just see here. Didn't have a chance to reply to Patrick before I went live. Just missed him there. A few moments of anything. But Patrick, I would definitely echo your sentiments for sure. And as we get going here, friends, this is where we're sitting, right? It's just a second period where the Oilers have gotten run around at times in their own zone by the Dallas Stars. They've survived. They've gotten some good goaltending out of Stuart Skinner. And yeah, you know what? The Oilers doing their job so far. So the Oilers hopefully, Jack, to your point, will be able to catch Vegas, but that will require a win by the Calgary Flames this evening. So the Oilers were the biggest threat to the Pacific Division chance there for a while, but now all of a sudden Vegas has pulled away, and obviously to the Vegas Golden Knights, they continue to win, so that's really all you got to say. Sorry, I think I confused myself. I was trying to listen to this Jay Woodcroft Jr. A hockey stuff here, but Peter, it's 2-0 for Chicago, so that's a huge lead for Chicago right now in that game. Obviously, that has implications for the Oilers' wildcard chase as well. This one is Bukestad battling it around the boards to Vinny Desharnais, who gets it up the boards for Klim Kostin, fired down the ice. Sorry, Kulak fires it up and out into the Oilers bench, so never mind, that is Kulak putting it out of play. 11:26 to go here in the second period of play. 14-11 the shots on goal for the Oilers, so you'd like to see them even it out a little bit more in terms of the margin and just start taking it to the Dallas Stars a little bit here. The face-off at center ice. Connor McDavid draws in. He will win it back. Nope, it'll be won back by the Stars. They'll play it off the boards, and now a chance to battle it there. The Stars get the turnover from Bouchard, but a nice recovery there by Kulak to play it up the boards. Kane can't clear it out of the zone. Now he'll fall down. Kulak again, or McDavid plays that puck off of him and gets it down the length of the ice. 11:04 to go here in this second period. A nice turnover there for McDavid as this one continues to battle. And Max Domi, 1 goal, 2 assists, 6 games played since being traded from Chicago to the Dallas Stars. That's where we're at. And this one's going to be worked by Evander Kane off the boards, and now Evan Bouchard will come back to the near side looking for Connor McDavid on the bounce. Couldn't get it going, and now this one will bounce around the boards and back towards for the Stars the other way. March 20th, the Oilers play the Sharks, and this one just a bury of a chance there for Evander Kane, who absolutely finished the check for sure and charged him right through the end boards pretty much. This one continues to battle at the end of the boards in the Oilers zone. This one comes through the middle, and the Stars have to play it in the neutral zone. The first responder 50-50 for the Oilers, now up over $1.54 million. Short side shot off the post for Stuart Skinner, who just looks around. He has no clue where that puck was, and Leon Draisaitl can't come up with it in the neutral zone on the flip by the Oilers at their own blue line. Stars able to tip it into the Oilers' end. 9:52 to go in this second period. We're already half done, and that's just kind of the crazy part. It feels like this game's been going forever, but at the same rate too, we're already done half the second period, and we just started 10 minutes ago, I swear. 10 minutes real time, not game time, as Warren Foegele will backhand this off of the Oilers' blue line down and into the Stars zone. Flip back the other way, and here comes Philip Broberg ready to play this puck. He'll go across to Darnell Nurse, who looking far side for the breakaway pass. Couldn't get it going. 9:23 now. Here's a shot. What a denial by Stuart Skinner. My goodness, what an absolute robbery there. The shot from the point blocked in front there by Philip Broberg. He's feeling it. Leon Draisaitl is going to pick up this puck and have Warren Foegele busting with him. Draisaitl gets around one man. He's trying to drag around the second guy. Foegele plays it off the boards. Can't seem to do it. 9 minutes to go here in this second period of play, and falling down at the blue line is Darnell Nurse, and this one won't hurt him much there as he's able to glove away the puck from Pavelski. This one's flipped back there, and the Oilers trying to do this going. What? 8:41 to go here in this second period. The Oilers batted off the stick of the Stars, and then Bukestad hustles down low. It finishes his check. This one will be played back to the middle. It leads the Oilers with a plus 21 rating this year, does Darnell Nurse. Look at this one. This one continues to battle here along the near side boards. The Stars will flip it to the far side, and this one's going to be Vinny Desharnais throwing a hit, kind of colliding more knee on knee. And this one's going to go back around as Klim Kostin's able to work through the Oilers zone. He gets up the ice, and now he will sift in low into the Stars zone as he just carried that one end to end. The old end-to-end rush, you don't see that too much in the NHL from depth players nowadays, but that was a nice play there by Klim Kostin. 7:50 to go here in this second period of play. The Stars able to out-battle the Oilers, but the Oilers come up with the puck. Nice astute stick by Matthias Ekholm, and the Oilers have iced the puck here, so there you go, just like that. We'll have a stoppage in play yet again. As we keep rocking and rolling along in this game. As a face-off to the right of Stuart Skinner, and this one right there, what a play. Oh, actually Skinner never made the save. It just completely missed wide. I thought it deflected up off the padding on the wrist. But that was not the case. So Stuart Skinner did not make that save. It was just a beautiful beautiful miss there by the Dallas Stars, and an inopportune miss for them. As we're enjoying things here, and it looks like we will have a penalty against the Dallas Stars here. We'll have a stoppage in play, friends. This is where I'll appeal. If you haven't left a like yet on the stream, please do think about doing that tonight. And secondary too, if you haven't left a subscribe on Dolynny TV as of yet, I'd really appreciate that as well if you could do that. But I'm going to run upstairs quickly. I hear a lot of noise. I think the cats need to be fed, and I'll be right back. Alright friends, let's cap this live stream off. That should be the end of the distractions here tonight. The little three-legged guy coming running. He's looking for his buddy, but his buddy's not coming. And all of a sudden the dog's coming for some reason. I don't know why. But Farm, welcome in. And we are just about ready for this rest of this second period. Again, if you're just tuning in, the live stream so far doing well, but that's because Warren Foegele scoring his 12th goal of the season and Matthias Janmark scoring his 7th of the season. The depth scoring continues to improve for the Oilers, and it's been huge tonight, giving us a 2-0 lead. And there's the other buddy as he just has to get out of bed and wake up here. He's a little turned around and confused as he's been in bed all evening, and now all of a sudden at 8:30 he's getting some food. But the Golden Knights and Flames currently at 0-0 here, 12:10 into this first period. Yep. Thank you. And 2-0 for the Bruins over the Jets. That still remains the score of the Oilers to the power play now, friends, and obviously off and running here as the Oilers, Connor McDavid tries to get things going. Here's a chance now for McDavid, who leads across. The shot doesn't come, and Bouchard has to defend back the other way as Dellandrea will get it going, and we will just quickly throw this back on there to soften those punches. I just can't seem to get this going. There we go. As Evander Kane is back on the Oilers' top power play unit. Here's Connor McDavid cutting through everybody. Couldn't get it going. 27 power play goals this season for Leon Draisaitl. Leads the NHL. Leads probably by a mile across the NHL. And Connor McDavid's the next closest, I would imagine. McDavid down low to Nugent Hopkins. Nuge will drag around behind the net. He will circle, look for Draisaitl behind the net, who will work to McDavid. Oof, the one-timer was a beauty, but it couldn't get past Ottinger. As Bouchard keeps it in at the point, McDavid gets it across, and this one will go over to Nugent Hopkins, who backhands to McDavid. 49 seconds to go on the power play, and the Oilers need a power play goal here as it stands. As this one to the side for Draisaitl, back in front, backhand opportunity for Kane, scramble in front, whacking away. Ottinger makes the save, and Kane's still got this puck whacking away as he will drive it in behind the net. 30 seconds to go, and Kane will turn that puck over, and that will spell over the second unit for the Oilers almost for sure, as that one is right there. So let's see here. The Oilers were really close to getting something going on that chance, but couldn't get it done. Mattias Ekholm fires it around the boards. Ekholm's drawn a little bit of power play time here for the Oilers to start things going. This one goes around for Mr. Ekholm over to Bjugstad. Bjugstad will fire the shot down. Bjugstad now cycling on this shift over to Ekholm as this one comes off the boards. Ekholm able to handle it just enough to keep it alive. Play in front for Foegele. Bounces off of him. He's checked out of the way. And then Bjugstad says, no, bud. Don't be doing that to my man, Warren Foegele, who has a goal tonight. And that is where we will have a freeze in the action because it was grabbed by Jake Ottinger. All right. That's where we're sitting, friends. It's been a good second period. Obviously, if you have watched any part of this game, you know the Oilers have been having some pretty good luck so far. You've got a 2-0 lead with less than 5 minutes to go here in this second period of play. So we've been rocking and rolling, and I think too, I just keep watching the out of town scoreboard. Rangers beat the Penguins 4-2. Panthers beat the Canadiens 9-5. Avalanche win 5-4 over the Senators. That result sucks. Lightning beat the Devils 4-3. And you've got a couple key games to go yet tonight. The Sharks need to beat the Kraken. The Blue Jackets need to beat the Kings. And obviously the Coyotes and the Canucks. That game, I mean, if you want to let the Canucks get hot, they could technically make the playoffs, but the chances are very, very, very slim. The Bruins, though, looking to close out the Winnipeg Jets, and so too are the Blackhawks over the Nashville Predators, up 2-0 as well. So we're hoping they can get it. That's where we're sitting. In Colorado, winners of 4 and are rooting for the Oilers tonight. Well, obviously, yes, that would be a huge gift for the Colorado Avalanche if the Dallas Stars lose tonight. And Stoney, to echo your sentiments, I would say as well, yes, the Oilers need 2 or 3 more goals. And obviously, I don't want to say it, and I've just cursed it, but it is what it is. Flipper, welcome in as well. As we are sitting here getting things ready for this rest of this second period. As look at this shorthanded shot chance for Connor McDavid. He just couldn't bury right there, and now that would have been really beautiful if he could have, because the Oilers could have really done some damage. Now up 3-0 as opposed to 2-0, but it's a-okay with me. And no score in Vegas so far, Peter confirming that for us, so that's huge, as I know I had reported that a few moments ago, but didn't know what the update was. As the Stars force it back into the Oilers' zone. Bjugstad out there on the assignment with 5 minutes left to play here in this second period. He's going to tail it off his stick and be able to retrieve again. And here comes Warren Foegele. Foegele to the front of the net. Oh my goodness, Yamamoto almost jams that one home as well. And this one will be flipped out into the neutral zone where Cody Ceci plays the puck with 4:48 to go. As this one will go back into possession for Cody Ceci across the blue line. He flips off for a dump. Comes to the near side. Yamamoto's going to just token pressure that one. And this now will be Mattias Ekholm trying to turn back the Dallas Stars. Somehow it works. It goes all the way down to Stuart Skinner, but back into possession for the Oilers. So we aren't going to complain too much about that. And Ekholm, steady presence on that blue line for the Oilers so far in his few games with us, able to get this one down the length of the ice. The Stars retrieve. They're back the other way. 10 goals in 5 straight seasons for Warren Foegele, by the way. Shot to the net. Nice save by Stuart Skinner. Matthias Janmark getting it going here, and this one will go back off of somebody in front. The Oilers retrieve. And this one works back to Ryan Suter at the Stars blue line. He bangs it off the boards all the way right on goal to Stuart Skinner, who with less than 4 remaining here in this second period of play has Evan Bouchard playing this puck alongside behind him. And 19-14 the shots for the Edmonton Oilers. Stuart Skinner just threw the scare tactics into Joe Pavelski, just kind of ran at him a little bit, looking a little Jordan Binnington-esque out there. And this one clapped down by the Oilers. Can't seem to get that puck through the neutral zone, and now it's going to be flipped out again by the Oilers. Nice play by Evander Kane to try and get it to the near side boards for the man charging, but tied up there, and the Stars are able to bring it back in. 3:20 to go here in this second period of play. The Stars look to backhand this one. Oh, no, it's going to go back to the point, though, on the backhand, forehand shovel play. And now this one's going to come around the boards. Nice play out by the Oilers, and now all of a sudden Evander Kane's lumbering, and he just couldn't get there. If he would have had a little bit more, one more step, he could have definitely gotten down the length of the ice. Darnell Nurse will battle this puck off of the boards, and he will get run up by 2 Dallas Stars here in the defensive zone. And they will turn over the puck as this one again goes right past everybody in the slot. This one back to the high point, and this one goes around behind as Darnell Nurse will fire this one into the corner where the Stars continue to pressure here with the puck. Darnell Nurse did a good job to deflect the man away from the net, but just couldn't get it going. The Stars fired that shot, made the save was Stuart Skinner, and now the Oilers will go back the other way, 2-on-1. Looking for a chance here. McDavid shot fired. Oh, it hops over the stick. Backdoor of Evander Kane. The Oilers come that close to making it 3-0 on another good save by Stuart Skinner, and the Oilers have taken another penalty with 2:10 to go here in this second period. A hooking call against the Edmonton Oilers. So that's the way it's going. Every time the Oilers get a good chance, they seem to take a penalty not too long after. And that was tough right there. And Jack, if I'm correct on who the Oilers captain was in the mid-90s, was that not was Craig McTavish ever captain, or was it Mr. Doug Waite at one point too? I want to say Doug Waite had the C at one point. The mid-90s, I'm not too well versed in, but I think it was indeed Doug Waite at one point for the Oilers in the mid-90s. Hooking call against Brett Kulak. 2-minute power play for the Dallas Stars. This one's going to be fired off the boards and down the length of the ice. 2:04 to go here in this second period of play, as it'll go length of the ice for a clear for the Oilers, who have done a good job here in this game so far killing. This one's going to go back in behind the Oilers net. Sorry, I'm looking at the trivia answers here as this one comes back to the point. And this one's going to go right into the slot. Stars fire the shot. Comes off of Stuart Skinner. Out of play. Jamie Benn fired it, and all of a sudden the broadcast cut out there for a second. And you look at this one, and it's off of Stuart Skinner. Wow, Stuart Skinner makes a beauty of a save off of the blocker, throwing the elbow. Not knowing where that puck was, he must have heard it, because, man, that thing was zipping from Jamie Benn. $1:39 to go here in the power play, or second period. Power play has $1:29 to go, so that's where we're at right now, as this one will be turned back. The Oilers will chip this one out, and Connor McDavid just went knee-on-knee with a Dallas Star, and this is going to draw a power play for the Oilers for about 38 seconds, but it also draws a crowd, as everybody's like, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Don't be doing that against Connor. Connor is not too hot. He's not very impressed. He's talking it over with Joe Pavelski. But look at this one. This was tough, as this Connor McDavid comes skating away, and then Jason Robertson just standing there, innocent bystander, really didn't mean any harm, just steps right in to kind of hold him up, and unfortunately it's knee out, knee on, and that takes down Connor McDavid, so that's where we're at. But the Oilers would like to get it going, and if I know Gillis and Josh are watching back home on their television sets, they were freaking out internally just as much as I was when that happened. So, boys, I hope you're breathing a little easy knowing Connor's okay after that one. He's out there on the ice. This one's going to be worked back by the Oilers. $1:20 to go here on the 4-on-4. And obviously the Oilers have a little bit of power play time to end this period, but it won't be much at all to make a difference. Here in this second period, it looks like a 2-0 score will be the result after two, as long as the Oilers keep it going here the rest of the way home. And Andrew, let's go Oilers. I like it. As this one will be worked out by Connor McDavid. The Oilers back the other way. Leon Draisaitl punches it through the middle, and then Rockabye Babies his skates through the blue line and just kind of simmers down in the neutral zone after dancing around a little bit there. This one going 55 seconds to go as Nugent Hopkins plays it to the middle. Evan Bouchard chips it there. The Oilers unable to come up with it. Nuge, though, fires a shot and it goes up over top of the net on either a save by Ottinger or a miss by Nuge. And my goodness, here's the Oilers right to the attack. Nuge tied up. He's tripped up in front of the crease. The crowd wants a penalty as here's Ekholm with the puck with 32 seconds on the 5-on-5. Or 4-on-4, sorry. Yamamoto takes out the goaltender as Yamamoto's being ushered out of the crease here as he's like, don't take a penalty. And now all of a sudden this one continues along for the Oilers. 18 seconds to go on the 4-on-4. Janmark fires it off the blocker of Ekholm. Ekholm fires it off the blocker of Ottinger, getting all kinds of turned around here. That was a crazy sequence, and with 7.6 seconds, we will have a face-off in the Stars zone on an icing call. Wow. That was a little bit of something right there, that's for sure, from the Edmonton Oilers on that last sequence as Yamamoto erased Ottinger. You almost wish that could have knocked him out, but that was a mess of a play there in the offensive zone. Just the Oilers kept that puck alive, kept running around. And there's the baby Nuge mustache doing about as well as my mustache right now. But y'all know who wins the mustache game between me and Nugent Hopkins. 7.6 seconds to go. And it's not me, by the way. Shot from the Oilers, one-timer on the blast there from Kane. Can't get it through. 2 seconds to go. Shot down, tipped in front. Goes wide of the net. Beauty of a tip there by Bukestad, though. And the Oilers were able to really pressure at the end of the period, and we'll have about 30 seconds on the power play to start the third period. Peter, it's a 3-0 win for Boston, so there you go, friends. We get some results across the NHL that we need, and all of a sudden the second period comes to an end, and the Oilers still lead 2-0 after they got run around in the zone a little bit there at one point. Canucks up 1-0, 4:30 to go. Blackhawks with a 2-1 lead over the Predators with 24 seconds to go. Flames, Knights, scoreless. Obviously, I'd like the Flames to just score and win 1-0. And then Panthers up 9-5, winning that one over the Canadiens. 4-2 for the Rangers over the Penguins. Lightning up, winning that one 4-3 in a shootout over the Devils. 5-4 for the Avalanche over the Sens. And 3-0 for the Bruins over the Jets. So for the time being, the Oilers, if they win this one, expand their lead in the division playoff race. Mark, you just watched the Bruins finish the dreaded 2-game losing streak. But I really appreciate this, friends. We've kind of, over the past few months, really built up these live streams here on Dolynny TV to be something where, you know what, there might be 122 people watching, but I can guarantee not all of those 122 people are first team first Edmonton Oilers fans. That's the beauty of it. And I think, too, we've really put together a really good little community here on the stream. So really glad that we've been able to do that here, and I really appreciate everybody sticking around with me and contributing to the success of the streams. If you haven't left a like yet on the stream, we're up to 48. We can definitely eclipse 50. I'm out of water. I'm going to go run upstairs really quick, and secondary to that, if this is your first time here, I just gave you the sales pitch. Things are really well here right now, but I'd love to have you hit that subscribe button here on Dolynny TV. It's 2-0 the Oilers after the second period. I'm going to run upstairs quick. I'll be right back, and we'll get to it again here in a moment. All right, friends, there we go. We'll save the bio break for the later bit of this second intermission. But, friends, let's go quickly recap what we got going on here and see what this Oilers game is all about as we'll go break it down. The Oilers on the power play to start the period number 3, and the Golden Knights look like they have scored a goal against. Nope, that's just a highlight. There is a big save from Jacob Markstrom. Sorry. But the Flames have indeed scored while I was down upstairs, so that's huge. And I've found my mouse on my screen, so let's go here. Warren Foegele. Oof. Sorry. Warren Foegele has scored his 12th of the season from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Evan Bouchard. That opened the scoring for the Oilers tonight. Matthias Janmark from Connor McDavid and Vinny Desharnais got the scoring up to 2-0 for the Edmonton Oilers. There you go. That's what you need to know. Sorry. That's all you know. All right. Is there anything else? Here we go. You guys are just chatting amongst yourselves in the chat. Basically, about the trivia that Jack is presenting on the live stream tonight. I don't mind that at all. There we go. But friends, just to give you an update here, actually we should do this right now because we're just about to a pretty special mark on the live stream here. We are really close to things here, actually getting up there as we're at that point. So we're at 81.33 hours watched on the stream. We continue to plow along tonight on the watch time, so thank you for hanging out with me and spending so much of your evening with me. Like I said, the numbers over the past month here on the live streams have been just absolutely phenomenal. I could not imagine that it would end up this way as it has over the past few months, but I guess the excitement for what is yet to come this season is really starting to heat up, and I'm glad to be enjoying it alongside you, and I'm really thankful that some of you do choose me as your play-by-play guy, because you know what, it'll mean the dang world to me. A 9-year-old kid once upon a time back in 2006 just wanted to be Rod Phillips, and the fact that there is potential on the line this year coming back after a year and a half off YouTube, that I might be the play-by-play voice that some people here call the Oilers winning the Stanley Cup this year if they were able to pull it off. Well, that's going to be dang special, and I hope hopefully you stick around with me, because that would be absolutely fantastic. As Magic, thank you so much for acknowledging the 100 viewer mark as we continue to just magically hit that every single live stream here recently, so that's been fantastic. And Sandy coming in with some trivia. I'm loving this. I'm loving you guys just blitzing that up right now. I'll just give you an idea. When I'm doing the play-by-play streams, right, before we invented the play-by-play streams here on Dolynny TV, the chat rate used to be about 5-6 per minute, and now all of a sudden it's kind of started out to actually be at times 7-8, depending on what you're doing in the chat. And obviously some nights too it's a lot quieter, but tonight it's blitzing along. Alright, let's see here. Let's go quickly see what Mr. Stuart Skinner's done, turning in 17 saves tonight. I'm not going to tell you anything more than that. The Dallas Stars out hitting us 23-19, but it's been a pretty even game in that department. I really think the Oilers have gotten some better of some collisions. I think early on there, Klim Kostin had a pretty big heavy hit. The Dallas Stars, though, this is where they're blowing us away this evening, 18-11 in the face-off dot. And let's go examine that, because that's always something I know we love to be hypercritical about. And now, especially since we signed Nick Bjugstad on that trade from the Arizona Coyotes, we really haven't been hypercritical. But to give you an idea, the Oilers somehow all operating, for the Oilers that have won a draw, all operating at 50 above. And obviously Bjugstad at 57.1, Draisaitl at 50, Kane at 50, and Derek Ryan at 50. But this is where, for some reason, Connor McDavid just can't figure it out. 0 for 7 in the face-off dot tonight. So when the Oilers are losing face-offs, Connor McDavid wins 2 or 3 of those, and suddenly the numbers sway quite heavily towards the Oilers being dead even with the Dallas Stars. Nugent Hopkins 0-for-1 in the draw. All right. That's where we're at right now. And let's just see what else we got going here. If we can just quickly wind this one down, as we're going to go to quick check Twitter, as the Calgary Flames are up 1-0. And there is a little shout out to Oilers Nation Germany there, as they're at the game again tonight. Let's just see if there's anything else here. Nomads nope, nothing. We don't really need to know anything after 2 periods play, other than Connor McDavid's knee is just fine. And I think I'm going to clip that photo quickly, unless we need a photo of Stuart Skinner to clip for the post-game pictures. We'll just clip that Connor McDavid picture for now. I don't think there's been anything too arguable about this hockey game that we need to know about. So thankfully Twitter is just kind of a dead space for us tonight. And that's where we're at. Alright. Eric, welcome in as well. I'm seeing you in there in the chat. That's the first time I've seen your name pop in, but oh boy, guys, we got a game ahead of us, right? It's a 2-0 lead. I think to somebody's point, why am I always nervous with the Oilers up 2-0? That second period, the Oilers did exactly what they needed to do with a 2-0 lead if they weren't going to score a goal. Problem is, now you go into the third period with a 2-0 goal against a Dallas Stars team that leads the Central Division, and the nerves kind of pick up now. So, and obviously too, there's something riding here that the Oilers, that's all I'm going to say the rest of the way home on the stream, but you get where I'm going. There's a little point of pride here for the Edmonton Oilers and a certain guy that wears the reverse of 47. So again, friends, good evening. Welcome to Dolynny TV. If you're just joining us for this evening's broadcast, my pleasure to have you along. Been a lurker for a few games. That's all good, Eric. Glad to have you lurking around. That's the one part. I think just to kind of say to everybody in the chat here, right, I see about 20 names, 25 names in the chat. There's about 110 folks watching back home, and I know some of those people watching back home know me pretty personally or know of me somehow through work or something, and it's actually really exciting to see that the network of Dolynny TV is really growing at an exponential pace, and it's always really fun when Patrick goes out to an Oilers game up there in Edmonton, right? The Oilers Fanatic in the chat, if you're just seeing and checking the chat. It's really exciting when Patrick goes out because he sends me all the behind-the-scenes photos, getting photos with people asking photos for him, and that's something that here we go. I don't ever want to say the word jealous when it comes to me and Patrick, because I think we've got this great situation going on here on YouTube. We both do the exact same thing day in, day out, but the one thing that I would say I'm jealous of Patrick of, and buddy, I know you're listening to this live just as well as everybody, is the fact that you get to go to so many hockey games throughout the season. Obviously, me being down here in southern Alberta, the roads are sketchy 90% of the time because the only way to get there reasonably is the QE2. And secondary to that is Patrick's right there in Edmonton, and he's able to make all those games and get to see all your crazy, awesome Oilers fans in Edmonton. And unfortunately, I don't on a regular basis, but that's the one thing I'm jealous of. If I could be doing that every game, dang, you believe it, I will. And obviously, there is something to be said for these live streams acting in its place for sure. Brian, welcome back into the chat, and Mark, welcome in as well. As I think we're rocking and rolling along. We are just about to that magical 6,000 minute mark, which means we've hit 1,000 minutes on the stream again for another night in a row. So, or 100 hours. Sorry, been streaming too long, and I've only been live 120 minutes. What's the play-by-play going to look like in this third period? I don't know, but we'll make it happen. That's going to be interesting. That is for sure. And Terry, you stay out of sports trivia. My favorite sports trivia is asking who the Oilers picked in like the 2002 entry draft in the third round. That's my kind of sports trivia, because my Oilers friends down here and my hockey friend. Oh geez, excuse me again. Oilers and hockey friends down here. Their knowledge goes a lot deeper than mine. Obviously, not getting into hockey heavily until 0506, but it's kind of crazy just to see the knowledge some people have. So I have to go really off the board to find some the stuff they don't know, and that's where it gets really, really exciting. Um, Patrick, if I was able to go to Edmonton, yeah, we would be filming in Fort Hall every game day, and that's kind of the hard part, friends. I love Southern Alberta. I don't know how much I've told you about living in Southern Alberta over the course of the years, but I love, love, love Southern Alberta. Coming from Northern Alberta, Cold Lake in particular, winters were harsh, winters were cold, winters were dark. Down here, it's sunny all the time in the winter, mild usually because of the Chinooks. Beautiful country, beautiful weather all the time. Snow's melted half the winter. It's a good time. Problem is, the Oilers exist up north, and if I were to ever do Edmonton Oilers YouTube as a full-time job, which, I mean, it's a long ways out if that's ever to happen, but if it ever becomes a possibility for me in my life, I will tell you, Northern Alberta will likely be calling once again, and a little bit closer to Edmonton will be calling, and avoiding the QE2 if at all possible. And Magic, you are not wrong. Alberta is great to live. Like I said, Northern Alberta, Cold Lake in particular, cold, dark, and dreary in the winter, but trust me, I hate the fact that I've kind of only gone up once a year over the past 2 years. I would love to be up in Cold Lake on a much more regular basis, especially in the summertime. Gorgeous lake, gorgeous country, gorgeous place in general, and you know what? I would absolutely kill to be able to go back up there and just have a good time, that's for sure. As Rainbow, you're from St. Paul, you're feeling me. Yeah, no, it's tough, and I've spent a lot of my winter, well, a lot of 2 winters in St. Paul, actually covering the St. Paul Canadians back in the day with a broadcast or with a media company I was working for back in 2017, 2018 back then. And as we get going here, try Yukon territory. Stoney, that's the one thing. I really want to go up to the Yukon one of these years. I think I don't want to fly. I don't want to drive, but I think I need to go up north because I just want to go experience that being able to golf at 1:30 in the morning. That's something that somebody was bringing up to me in a chat the other night on the PlayStation, was that, man, this is a bucket list item for him because he wants to go up to the Yukon and golf in the middle of the night because it's still daylight. I think that would be absolutely phenomenal. That'd be cool. Ace, welcome into the chat as well as we continue to get the regulars in here. But you know what? When the chat's going off and when there's enough people in here, it makes my job really easy in the intermissions. Just pick stuff going there for sure. Dean, you lived in Bonnyville for 3 years, worked in the oil field. I worked associated with the oil field in Bonnyville for about a year myself before I moved down here. That was actually my last job in the Cold Lake area before I moved down. Insulating valve blankets for the oil field was something that I've done. I've done a lot of random stuff in my life, and that's, again, seems like one of the most random things I ever ended up doing. It was a good job, hard working job, but a fun job too. Really great people there too. And as we get going here, yeah, we're having a good little get to know everybody chat tonight. I don't mind that at all. We haven't really had one of those too much lately, and if we would have pushed over 150 in the stream here, we would have played the Where You From game, but we'll save that because I think we're about to start this third period here in a matter of moments, friends. Again, if you're just joining the stream or you're just new to the channel in general, I would suggest, if you haven't had a chance yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And this was where I will put the appeal out. I told you last night that we'll talk about Cold Lake a little bit tonight. Cold Lake, Alberta, the host site for a provincial tournament this year on the Hockey Alberta calendar. Patrick and I, as far as things line up, we are confirmed to be up there at the end of the month calling that tournament alongside Gillis TV as well on Rink 2. Of course, then we'll have the gold medal final in Imperial Oil Place at the Cold Lake Energy Center. And just want to say, the reason I'm asking for the subscribe so heavily is I really want to have you come along for those live streams. Come check out me doing real play-by-play of a hockey game right in front of my own eyes, live back home in Cold Lake. and just be able to show support for that tournament, giving their faith in me to broadcast it for a second year in a row. Except this time, Dolynny TV back and better than ever. And we're really excited to see what that comes out to. Stuart Skinner, 20 minutes, bud. 20 minutes. 20 good minutes, buddy. And let's get this done. The Oilers ready to get off and running here in this third period of play. That orange collar, I love it. And in fact, that's the biggest difference from the old jersey is the orange collar fully around. But the Oilers need to get one done up for me here right away. Down at the Team Authentic store. Maybe a signed jersey is next. I don't know. We'll find out. 20 minutes to go here in this third period. The Oilers to the power play with 27 seconds to go. We don't mind this, as this one will go down low into the Stars zone. It'll be rimmed back to the high point. The Oilers able to keep it in there. Shot fired over top of the man. Ottinger in net for the Dallas Stars. Backhanded by the Stars to the blue line. Knocked down there by Connor McDavid. He'll pick the pocket of the Stars player. Turn and burn. He's back the other way. Dumps off to Leon Draisaitl. And this one will be checked back into the neutral zone by the Oilers as the Stars had led it a front end off the power play. And this one shot towards Mr. Stuart Skinner. He makes the save. Shot number 16 of the game. Turned aside for the Dallas Stars. The Oilers scrambled up here to begin this third period. Haven't really been able to start off strong as of yet. This one goes around the boards with 19 minutes remaining here in this third period to play. Heiskanen carries forward, turned back by the Oilers defense. Warren Foegele collects. He'll go off to Kailer Yamamoto. Yamamoto on this power play shift fires told you the play-by-play would be all scrambled up. Having too much fun laughing in the intermission. That one by Yamamoto just following the power play shift was dumped in. Stars are able to get it out here on the ensuing sequence. They will just kind of cut through the neutral zone actually as Jamie Benn working it there. He gets back into the Stars zone. He'll backhand it off the boards to Suter. Suter will flip there to the near side boards in front of the bench of the Stars. Bounces around a couple of times, and this one will be played down the length of the ice by the Stars onto the tape of Vinny Desharnais, who we learned tonight was approached in trade talks by the Arizona Coyotes when talking to Ken Hall into the Edmonton Oilers. 18:05 to go here in this third period. Oilers turn it over, and here's Nick Bjugstad, who will walk down into the Stars zone. Now back to the blue line to 73, Vinny Desharnais. It goes up off the end boards and back behind the net where Ottinger will pick it up and cover it. So there you go, just like that. We are really, really good here to start this third period. Obviously the Stars get a quick tip on Stuart Skinner, who didn't know where that puck was, but Skinner's just kind of been letting him hit him tonight and making the saves that way, and we've already bled off 2 minutes and 8 seconds of time here. And here we go. This one scrambled up for a second, and the Oilers able to get it back to the blue line as Warren Foegele will work to the far side boards and try to keep this one going ahead. My cat's looking for a warm place to put himself down, and on top of my electric fireplace might just be that place. 17:35 to go here in this third period of play as I try to call the game and pet the cat at the same time. I know he'll be getting his love in bed tonight as it's another cold night in the house here in southern Alberta. Come on up, buddy. Hi, buddy. As there we go, we've got the cat up anyway as the Oilers will get going here, and this one worked around, and this one by Devon Shore to the backhand front of the net, can't get it going. 17:08 to go in this third period of play. The Oilers keep it going, and this one will be worked by the Stars out into the neutral zone. The Oilers' chance going hard at Rogers Place right now, and now a shot for the Stars will be blocked up by Stuart Skinner. Glove down in his chest and knocked down. There you go, buddy. That's all you're getting out of me tonight. That's as much loving as you're getting. You're distracting me. 7-2-0 for Stuart Skinner in his last 9 starts. The numbers have actually been worse off for Skinner in the save percentage department than earlier, but 907, 279 goals against average. That's the big number we care about, and that's for sure all we have to realistically care about as an Oilers fan this season is Stuart Skinner keeping the goals against down. And just friends, to give you a quick watch time update as well, we're at 112.2 hours, so we are well on our way to having another special little stream here by the end of it, as we should be able to hit that 150 mark. The Oilers busting back the other way, and I think the biggest thing here for the Oilers is sorry, I forgot where I was going with that. Sorry, I forgot completely where I was going with that. The Stars, though, turn this puck over. Warren Foegele able to cut it off there. He'll dance across the blue line to Leon Draisaitl, who plays it back to the point. Bouchard winds up the shot, and then Foegele takes the man down in front of the net again. Foegele and somebody on the Stars has been engaged in battles all game long, but it's been a good go so far for the Oilers. It's been pretty fantastic, and we'll see if the Oilers can obviously pull it off here the rest of the way home in this third period. 16-10 remaining here in this third period. And Terry, I'm going to regret it because I'm not going to be able to get into bed. Cat will be sprawled out in the middle of my bed and there won't be any room for me. That's the problem. You have a queen size bed and there's no room just because of a 10-pound cat. It's something completely crazy. So this one's going to be won by the Dallas Stars, though Connor McDavid pushes it forward. Jamie Benn comes up with the puck. 16:03 to go. And you know what? This hasn't been one of those games that makes you shout, man, I'd love to see a 7-game series between these two teams. Not as much as the Colorado games at the end of the year last year did, but I think the big thing is we got that out of the Boston Bruins games. So that'd be where it'd be interesting as an Oilers fan, is your actual opponent you're looking forward to playing in the playoffs this year as an Eastern Conference team, which ain't a bad get. Play in front by Connor McDavid to Kyler Yamamoto, and he deflects it off of the goaltender. Ottinger in front just couldn't bury it on him. 15:28 to go here in this third period of play. The Oilers continue to battle the puck there as it'll come to Connor McDavid. Yamamoto just left it for him. McDavid trying to push through. Suter can't get it past him. Now two Stars converge. They'll free up the puck and get it all the way down to Vinny Desharnais. Desharnais, I feel like, has had a lot of ice time here in this second and third period. I've seen a lot of Mr. Desharnais, and this one will be flipped down by the Oilers. 15 minutes remaining here in this third period of play. Desharnais will battle it back to the Stars' blue line. He can't get it going, so now Ryan Suter will flip it in off the boards as Desharnais will battle this one again to the front of the net. The shot comes blocked in front, deflects around to the far side corner. That one was dangerous. Now to the near side. The Oilers are able to escape again one more time. Comes back to the neutral zone. The Stars set up the attack one more time, crossing the Oilers' blue line. And this just, oh my goodness, this one's getting a little scrambly in the Oilers' end. Played in front, misses the man skating through the middle. Derek Ryan dances around a guy. Vinny Desharnais still on the ice. Backhander to Stuart Skinner. He will make the save. And that was a scramble. Scramble is the best way to describe it, as Jamie Benn ends up getting hit by Matthias Ekholm. And Ekholm absolutely labels a cross-check on Jamie Benn's wrist. And that was an interesting sequence there after following up the Yamamoto chance. And 13-7-2. And we're just going to divide this out one more time. Yeah, we're already at the 120-hour mark, so we're not minding that. And 14-17 to go here in this third period of play. 26-18 to go. Puck played in front. Stuart Skinner will once again hop on it. And 14-11 to go here in this third period of play. So time continues to dwindle on the Dallas Stars. The Oilers continue to lead 2-0. Hey, we don't mind a 2-0 lead. And yeah, the Oilers need to definitely put their foot down and get that third goal. Kyler Yamamoto with 2 shots, and it looks like we will have a stoppage in play. A hand pass against Dallas. Dakota, welcome in. As we are seeing the stream regulars trickle in and out this evening, so we're having ourselves a good time. You know, when everybody kind of that's a regular is in and out throughout the night, that's a usual sign of a good stream. And again tonight, another good one here this evening, I must say, as things continue along, as it's deflected off of Ottinger in the Stars zone. 13:54 to go. The Oilers try to play the puck to the front. Nugent-Hopkins whiffed on the pass. Draisaitl got a whiff of a shot off. Shot comes down to Draisaitl again from Darnell Nurse on the shot pass. Couldn't get it through. Now Cody Ceci, head fake And a little shot fake to try and get that one onto the boards for Leon Draisaitl. Nugent Hopkins plays it back to the near side boards where Matthias Janmark gets working for it. And this one will be flipped back the other way as Cody Ceci comes down in front of Stuart Skinner to pick up that puck as 13:22 to go in the third period. The Oilers will work this one out and look forward across the blue line, chipped into the Stars zone. Stars will flip it back the other way, 13-12, and this will be an icing call against the Dallas Stars as the camera starts to wobble. And oh my goodness, that gave me some motion sickness actually. When you're staring at a TV that long and then it does something like that, oh my goodness. That rumbled up my stomach. And Flipper Dude, to answer your question, so the Oilers at that time facing the Dallas Stars, according to that mock playoff thing, were in the wild card position. So how the wild card works is division leaders play the wild card teams, and the Dallas Stars were the second best division leaders, so they get the top wild card team, and then the Vegas Golden Knights would get whoever's in the 2-hole in the wild card as the quote-unquote 8th seed in the playoffs. 12:52 to go here in this third period of play. It's worked down into the Oilers zone. 12:45 the time on the clock, and it continues to drip away from the Dallas Stars as the Oilers make a nifty transition through the neutral zone. Evan Bouchard button hooks back to the blue line, fires it down low. This one's going to go all the way to Kailer Yamamoto. Not hard enough to get it to Nick Bjugstad, who's out there with Evander Kane and Kailer Yamamoto. That is interesting there for sure. And this one is an icing call against the Oilers with 12:22 to go here. And there we go. With 12:22, we have ourselves a stoppage in play due to the icing call. And let's just see what we got going here. The Calgary Flames, how about that, have scored the second goal of the game. We like to see it. The Oilers getting some help from the Calgary Flames tonight. The shot fired by the Dallas Stars deflects in front of the net. 12:15 to go here in this third period. You know why I'm watching the clock. I don't have to say any more than that. And the Dallas Stars able to keep it in at the blue line. The Oilers force it back to the blue line and now back the other way. Here's an opportunity for them to get into the zone. A shot fired off of somebody in front by Evander Kane, and this is Nick Bjugstad still out there with Derek Ryan now, as Ryan and Bjugstad able to knock the man down. Bjugstad tries to get to the backhand to free the puck out of the zone. He'll instead turn it over to the Dallas Stars, where now it becomes Ekholm's problem to deal with against the Dallas Stars attack, and this one's going to be flipped back into the neutral zone now. And this one will be flipped into that neutral zone finally by the Oilers, and again, this puck's just being scrambled up, and this is always what makes the third period so hard, is the desperation starts kicking in, and just the little chip plays, the little ticky-tacky stuff starts happening. But unfortunately, when the puck doesn't move more than 5 feet, it makes it really hard to call and makes it a really slow, grindy third period as the end of the game and the buzzer comes down, and this one will be played with a high stick by the Dallas Stars with 11:07 to go here in this third period of play. Friends, I'm going to step aside for a quick bio break, so I'll leave you on the subscribe graphic if you'd be so kind, and I'll be right back here to finish this game off. Alright, friends, you about ready to finish this stream off or what? Let's take that graphic down and let's get this job done this evening. The Oilers, the Stars, a good game so far tonight, and we would like to finish this one off. Give me a sec here. It's just the stomach's not liking running up the stairs that quickly. Whoops. And that's where we're sitting right now. Alright. Connor McDavid to Matthias Janmark, and that was a big time goal for the Edmonton Oilers, and it looks like it was maybe a shorthand marker because the man hadn't left the box yet. Who realistically knows and who realistically cares? Hockey, welcome in. The face-off at center ice following the high stick with 11:05 to go here in the third period will get us fired off for the rest of this hockey game. The puck goes back behind the Dallas Stars net. Heiskanen will play that puck there, and it'll be batted by Leon Draisaitl. He'll come down with it. He'll play it into the far side corner in the Stars zone. Warren Foegele able to come up with it for the time being. Nugent Hopkins battles it off the boards. Down low to Draisaitl, who will keep it alive to Warren Foegele. Draisaitl's hauled down. 10:40 to go here in this third period of play, and the Stars will come back the other way, fired back into possession by the Oilers, chipped up off the boards, and this one will go back for the Stars. We'll fire this one forward and back the other way. It's denied there again by the Oilers. And the Stars, though, they will come back as Heiskanen will step across the blue line. The shot comes through, battle in front, rebound comes through, and that will be a goal for the Dallas Stars. So Wyatt Johnston breaks the shutout for Stuart Skinner. 10:11 to go, and I have to say, I think that's the longest in a long while I've watched an Oilers goaltender go that long without giving up a goal. Scotty, welcome in as well, seeing you in the chat there for the first time. But that one, Stuart Skinner battles there. Darnell Nurse, everybody's engaged. Kyler Yamamoto's the back checker against Wyatt Johnston. And this one bounces off. I don't know where the other does. Cece's standing in the slot, not really back checking either. So, I mean, I'm one of those, right? Rebound, whack, 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 whack. It ends up going back to the net. That'll happen. The Oilers up 2-1. That's the big thing to focus on here. Let's clamp it down, get that 3-1, and then make it 4-1 with an empty netter. I do think somebody did say 4-2 at the end of this game, so I mean there's a whole bunch of room to make it interesting as of yet. But this one bounces back in front of the net. Oh my goodness, Kane takes a scary shot towards the net, couldn't get it going, and it looks like the Dallas Stars will take a tripping call, or Kyler Yamamoto will take a tripping call. I don't know who took that tripping call, but yikes, this game's going to get interesting down the stretch with 9:46 to go. And this game obviously needs to be a big result for the city of Edmonton tonight. I know we've covered that off, but the Oilers need a big result, but the city of Edmonton as a whole needs a much bigger result than a win out of their team tonight, and that's what we're hoping for this evening. 1591. Just going to divide this out. So we are 10 hours away from that magical 150 hours watch, so we'll like that. And Corb, I'm right there with you. I think everybody that's watched for more than 3 or 4 minutes of the stream knows that I was doing my best not to curse it tonight. I was hoping and doing everything I possibly could for Stuart Skinner. And unfortunately, it comes to an end 10 minutes into the third period of play. It's about as close as you can get. But Skinner had himself a game, and it looks like we're picking up the pace here now, coming down the stretch. Friends, if you haven't had a chance yet to like the stream, I guess I've appealed for the subscribes, but again, been lacking on the likes so far tonight. If you haven't had a chance yet, please consider hitting that if you've been enjoying the play-by-play. And if you're new, just joining the stream, welcome in this Dolynny TV. I'm Tyson Dolynny with your call of tonight's Oilers Stars game. My pleasure to have you along this evening. Welcome into the Dolynny TV headquarters, featuring, for those of you that know why this jersey's turned around, featuring a turnaround Oilers alternate jersey. Cool. We're good to go here, friends. We're open to things happening here for the Oilers in the goal scoring department. We wouldn't mind that at all. The 50-50 Tuesday, March 14th, early bird prizes. Well, March 14th is, guys, I think you screwed up. You screwed up that graphic. And Ace 9-2 prediction. Well, that was even outdone by the Panthers and Montreal Canadiens earlier tonight. So crazier things have happened. I think it was 5-3 or 6-3 in the first 10 minutes of that game. Puck played down by the Oilers on the power play, so it is an Oilers power play. I figured it was going to be, but I didn't want to be wrong, so I didn't ever fully confirm it, as Evander Kane can't throw it in front. And this is one thing. Zach Hyman has made himself instrumental on the power play. It is absolutely beautiful to see Mr. Zach Hyman find that role on the power play. Finally, that right-hand shot that does not mind burying the puck consistently 5-on-5 and on the power play. 9:16 to go here in the third. $1:30 left in the power play. And Peter's going to tell me that there was a good chance for the Oilers here coming up on my television set for me to tell you about. So we'll see what comes to it. That's the face-off in the Oilers zone. The Dallas Stars fire the shot down low, and this one battles to the Stars who are on the penalty kill here, but on the power kill. And this one's going to go back the other way. Here comes Connor McDavid. He's skating in as he will spin that one around. Off the post on the forehand. Backhand move by the Oilers. $1:12 to go here on the power play as Draisaitl will light this one up. McDavid now with the puck as Bouchard at the point will play it off to McDavid. McDavid will skate around a little bit here near side point. Draisaitl cross to McDavid from the slot. Shoots, scores. Just like that. You know, the Oilers get that good of a chance on the power play. McDavid ain't going to miss the next shot he gets. Up 3-1. 8:42 to go here in this third period. And just like that, the Oilers respond on the Give Me power play. And just like that, friends, it's number 57 for number 97 as the stats gurus in the chat, like Patrick right there, giving me the easy lines. 57 for 97. And look at this. McDavid, you knew all he needed was a pass to get around a guy, and that's all he needed there to fire it blocker side on Jake Ottinger. And Leon Draisaitl picks up point number 101. And let's just say, yes, Flipper do, I'll echo your sentiments as well. 100% possible for Connor McDavid this season. Draisaitl, and oh, by the way, Evan Bouchard's 25th assist of the season. Boom. We like to see it. 8:25 to go here in this third period. The Oilers have gotten themselves back in this game. Full driver's seat, up 2 goals yet again. It's a big get. G9 welcome in as well. I'll see you in the chat there as this one's going to go battle in there, and they continue to tie it up in the neutral zone for a few seconds there before it lands on an Oilers stick in the defensive zone, and Cody Cece's able to clear it out into the Dallas Stars end. Stars with 8 minutes work it back into the Oilers zone. 29-21 the shots for the Oilers, who have been driving a lot of this game, apparently, according to the key statistics other than faceoffs. And here's the Oilers back the other way on a 2-on-1. Draisaitl couldn't free himself up to get a pass across to Warren Fogle, and now the Dallas Stars, here we go. This one's going to go back and forth here in this third period as the Dallas Stars will have to once again find a way to come back from down 2 goals. But the MVP chance raining down at Rogers Place for Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid, as Leon Draisaitl got that chance while they were chanting MVP. But I think if you could have co-MVPs in the NHL this year, I think you'd be giving it to Connor and Leon hands down. But if one man has to win it, it is indeed and will be Connor McDavid this year. Hey, you know what? The last guy to score 60 goals won MVP last year, so why not Connor McDavid this year? I think Connor still should have won it last year, to be honest with you, but that's just me being a Homer Oilers fan. Don't mind me. Connor McDavid, what a ripper of a shot, though, to make it 3-1. The face-off won by the Dallas Stars. 7:20 to go here in this third period of play. The Oilers are going to chip it out into the neutral zone. Worked across there by Evan Bouchard, and that one lands in the Dallas Stars bench. We'll have a stoppage in play. But again, Evan Bouchard, point per game for the Edmonton Oilers so far this season after the Tyson Barrie trade and Matthias Ekholm coming in. So we like to see it. And you'd still like to see one more goal for the Oilers. Oh, yeah, we'll get the empty netter. Don't you worry. 4-1, 4-2, whatever it takes to finish this game off. We're going to get it done this evening, my friends. The Oilers with 7 minutes remaining here in the third period. And this is almost where, right, I was complaining about the tied up in the neutral zone, puck only moving 5 feet kind of thing. This is where I want to see it. Blue line to blue line. Flip in, dump out, dump in, dump out. The Stars, though, they're battling this puck, trying to come up with it in the Oilers' zone. This one continues to the near side corner. Evan Bouchard trying to battle his man, can't free it up, and this one will go back to the point. The shot comes in for the Stars, blocked in front, and Stuart Skinner will make the save. And now Evan Bouchard's jousting with the Dallas Star. Something I didn't expect to see. Evan Bouchard throwing a little throat punch right there. Peter? Austin Matthews last year. That would be Austin Matthews scoring the 60 goals. That's what I was alluding to. And Magic Bouchard is going to cost a ton to re-sign in the offseason. I don't think so. I will tell you, I don't think Evan Bouchard is going to cost a ton because the Oilers can nitpick a lot of his game outside of the offensive production, and the Oilers are going to have to kind of Ryan McLeod him. Actually, kind of. That's what's going to happen here is the Oilers are going to have to Ryan McLeod him in a sense of sign a cheap one-year deal until we're out of cap negativity here. As that's another shot save for Stuart Skinner, and that will be another stoppage in play. As we are rocking and rolling here is just to see what we can get here as the Oilers obviously getting the third goal of the game. The face-offs, have they improved for the Oilers? Not much, as Evander Kane's 33%, Connor McDavid's 9.1% in the face-off dot. Oh my goodness, that's an ugly face-off percentage if I've seen one. And yes, Leon Draisaitl, Evan Bouchard drawing the Connor McDavid assists. And that's where we're sitting right now, friends, is we're coming together here. 6:25 to go in the third period, 29-23 the shots for the Edmonton Oilers. It's 9:20 tonight. I think I might just leave the post-game review, or we could get it done. I won't be asleep anyway. Might as well, as we'll just see Leon Draisaitl going back the other way. Should be done by 9:30 or thereabout. As this one will go around the boards, and 6:11 to go here in this third period. Puck played there by the Dallas Stars. They are offside at the Oilers' blue line. And again, right, this is fine. I will take the whistle after whistle after whistle. Bleed the time off the clock. There's Jack Campbell on the Oilers' bench. And hopefully the Oilers can score that empty net goal, get the job done, and then we can ride on home into what was a successful night. Of course, this live stream at one point was titled Edmonton Oilers versus Dallas Stars, so pardon me, or sorry, Ottawa Senators, so pardon me, it's been a weird night so far, but we'll see what ends up coming here. 6:05 to go here in this third period of play. And 29-23 the shots still for the Edmonton Oilers. This one will come down into the Oilers zone. Brett Kulak will bat this one off the boards. 5:55 to go here in this third period of play. Backhanded out, and clock continues to tick. We don't mind that at all. As here we go. This one's going to be back up for Radek Faksa. He'll play it ahead. Tipped around into Stuart Skinner. He will play it right in front of the net with an empty net onto the tape of an Oiler who was going to make a back pass. That was probably the stupidest thing Skinner's done tonight, but hey, not my job to play the net for the Oilers, so I'll take a breath. As this one's going to be batted down into the Stars zone. We have got 5:15 remaining here in this third period of play. The Stars will play it ahead. This one will work out back towards the Oilers' goal as Dodonov plays it in front. Finds the D-man trailing into the zone. Puck fired around the boards. And this one will be backhanded by Connor McDavid up the boards. And 4:56 to go, so we're inside the last 5 minutes. And Evander Kane had inside positioning. Oh my goodness. Evander Kane had inside positioning, and they blow it down. So I think they were just scared about the race going out. But Hawkenpaw having Kane getting going, and that's crazy. As yes, Peter Vegas has tied it. That's not good news. Dakota, what's going on there? 4:53 to go. I should not be. I am not feeling comfortable here down the stretch. Obviously, it is the Dallas Stars. Obviously, I've seen the Oilers collapse at Rogers Place live in 18-19 against the Stars in what would have been the, was that 18-19 or 19-20? It might have been 19-20 as the Dallas Stars get going to the attack. 4:39 to go. The shot towards the net fooled the cameraman for a second, tipped in front. Stuart Skinner kicks it out. 4:30 now remaining here in this third period as the Dallas Stars continue to throw this puck around the Oilers zone. Philip Broberg gets back from behind the net, fires it forward. This one's going to go all the way down. 4:20 left in this third period to play. Just keep riding down the time remaining. That's all I'm asking, Oilers. That's all I'm asking. Johnny, welcome in, and Nikito, welcome in. And this one is going along the way here. 4:04. This one to the near side boards, and that'll be a shot by Lundell. Fired aside, and the Dallas Stars have pulled the goalie with 3:57 to go in this third period of play. So just like that, my friends, it's an empty net. Shot saved for Stuart Skinner. So the Dallas Stars are going to pressure right here, right now for this second goal, as this one will be played off the corner back to the blue line. The Dallas Stars looking for a shot. They will get the shooting lane through, but a nice block in front by Darnell Nurse. And again, the Oilers tying this puck up. Warren Foegele, Leon Draisaitl on the ice. The Oilers still trying to clear this puck out. They will get it down into the Dallas Stars zone. 3:19 to go, and we got an empty net in Edmonton. It's the Dallas Stars pulling the goalie to try and get it going here and finish this game off, as the Stars will play this one ahead. Kiviranta on the near side. He'll be turned back. Connor McDavid plays it up off the glass, and Janmark's hauled down in the neutral zone, but no call coming up. Heiskanen still playing this puck, and this one will be worked ahead by the Oilers, as Janmark will see this one, Bjugstad will see this one as Bjugstad continues to drag to the net. He'll hit the post. Bjugstad hits the post. Shot towards the net. There you go. Shot from the blue line as Matthias Janmark scores the goal. Puts it home. 4-1 for the Oilers. Terry, there's your extra goal. 2:42 to go. Jake Ottinger comes off the bench. And just like that, let's go Oilers. They have secured themselves a 4-1 game here with 2:42 to go. And that was a big goal. Bjugstad shoots it off the post. And then all of a sudden, Kiviranta fails to clear the zone, and a shot from Janmark scores the goal. Joe, welcome in. I know I've missed a whole bunch of people coming in the stream, but the Oilers get another big result tonight. I mean, if you blow a 2:43 game with 4-1 lead, we're going to have a problem. But Matthias Janmark having a 2-goal night and scoring his 8th of the season is a huge get for us to bury this game. The depth scoring here all night, 3 of 4 goals out of the depth. And now with 2:30 to go, friends, we can just sit here and walk it home so simply. The Dallas Stars will drop this one and drop 2 of 3 this season against the Edmonton Oilers. And the Oilers will have to see if this ends up being the Western Conference final matchup, or there's an Oilers down. Somebody just got taken out in front, Devon Shore, and Klim Kostin came over to fight. But looks like the Dallas Star player is not very interested in fighting there. Devon Shore knocked down to the ice, and it looks like maybe the incident wasn't as scary as once thought. Devon Shore is up on his feet, saying, yo, what's up? Glendening kind of clips him right there, shoulder to shoulder. So I think Klim Kostin thought it was head contact. Devon Shore just more or less had the wind knocked out of him. So we'll have a power play for the Oilers. And Peter, you're not wrong. We have seen them blow a 3-goal lead in this one right here. So let's just see here what we are getting going. And yeah, there we go. Okay, glad to see everybody's feedback on that Slater Cuckoo video last night. That's something that means a heck of a lot to me, and I'm glad to share it with you guys, so thank you for that. But we still have a game to focus on before I go rambling on too much longer. Of course, we'll do the post-game live here on Dolynny TV tonight, and then upload it at a later few moments after we get everything going. But we'll see if we can't find a picture of Mr. Mr. Stuart Skinner tonight. Do we have a picture of Stuart Skinner to share tonight? I don't think we do so far, unless we do from earlier on in the game. We don't. So we will hopefully see a photo of Stuart Skinner, who has been the absolute backbone of the Oilers trying to finish this game. As I like it. Let's go. But let's see here what we got going into this power play. Obviously, the Oilers get a power play with just limited time left here in this third period. So the Oilers having a pretty solid night, and they will get a chance to absolutely bury the Dallas Stars here. The hit of the game tonight between the Dallas Stars and Edmonton Oilers. I'm sure it was a pretty good one here. It's Cody Ceci here behind, just nailing Rupe Hintz, trying to play the puck behind the Oilers net. And just to give you an idea, friends, we have absolutely rocked the watch time tonight. Thank you so much. Glenn Denning takes an interference call, so it was ruled interference, so that's what you need to know. But this one will be a 1:58 to go in the power play as the Oilers get to work here. They're looking to bury the Stars and put it to bed. And this one will go back to the boards as Matthias Ekholm will go back up high, and Evan Bouchard will come to the near side boards. Leon Draisaitl fights it through the slot, looking for a pass to Ekholm. Couldn't get it done. $1:51 left here in this third period of play, friends. 4-1 the Oilers lead. 30-26 the shots on goal. And the best part is this game is pretty much put to bed. And with this power play, it was just a nice little flip play there by Leon Draisaitl, trying to tuck it off of the helmet, I guess you could say, of Mr. Jake Ottinger. And magic, it's been some magic here on the streams as of late, up to 158 people watching. We had about 177 about 5 seconds ago before the Oilers made it 4-1 on the empty netter. $1:20 to go on the power play, $1:30 left in the hockey game. It eludes Evan Bouchard, and the urgency here on this Oilers power play ain't going to be there because the Oilers just want to wind down the clock, avoid injury, and kill this game out. And the Oilers faithful getting a little rowdy in the building with just over a minute to go here in this third period of play. And it looks like my stream has timed out as this one's going to go around behind the net. We're going to hit the go live button here. It says that I'm live with 50 seconds to go here in this third period. Billy, good night, and thank you on the comment right there, as we've got 45 seconds to go, friends. The Oilers winding it down, and a chance to finish off this live stream with a nice little round number, as we are going to go off and running as this comes back down into the Stars zone on the power play. There's really not much to report. It hits the linesman in the neutral zone, comes to the near side, and that one will be offside at the line with 25.8 seconds to go. Friends, as you're dipping out here before the post game, if you haven't left a like yet on the stream, I'd appreciate that. Let me know what you were thinking tonight. And secondary to that, if you haven't had a chance to hit that subscribe button yet, please consider doing that, as we have a tournament in Cold Lake that I need to wow the socks off of some great folks up there. 25.8 seconds to go in this third period. Face-off won by the Oilers somehow, some way, to the near side boards. Ottinger out to play the puck, hammered by the Dallas Stars out of the zone, but it didn't work too well for them. Here comes the little three-legged guy down to grab another nibble. 10 seconds to go here in the third period. Puck played over to Philip Broberg, and Joe, as you say it, a great game from the Edmonton Oilers. They win 4-1 as time expires, and the Oilers faithful to their feet at Rogers Place. Stuart Skinner, if he ain't your first star tonight, I don't know who is. Matthias Janmark obviously could be, but the Oilers get a fantastic game out of, obviously, Stuart Skinner. And my friends, you can play La Bamba this evening, and that will cover off the most part of the rest of the stream. But stick around, because in 3, 2, 1, this is Dolynny TV. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to a post-game edition of the Edmonton Oilers versus Dallas Stars. You see the graphic update itself because I know how to do that. No, seriously, the Oilers win 4-1 over the Dallas Stars. You can play La Bamba tonight and celebrate a big victory over top of a potential first-round playoff opponent for the Edmonton Oilers. Just a few days ago, now we move up to 84 points, continue to hold our spot in the third situation in the Pacific Division. I'm kind of scrambled up. It's been 2.5 hours of live streaming, and I'm really excited to have watched the Edmonton Oilers take home a big-time victory against the Dallas Stars. But as we get things wrapped up here, friends, if you're new to the channel, what I want you to do is consider hitting that subscribe button here on Dolynny TV. If I can actually play the graphic, I'm a little excitable. Can you tell? It's been a good night. The Oilers winning 4-1 over the Dallas Stars in a meaningful game late in the season. But yeah, if you haven't had a chance, consider hitting that subscribe button. But where do you want to start? The Oilers, 31 shots on goal. They rough up Jake Ottinger for 4 goals. That's a pretty good place to start. Or do you want to start with Stuart Skinner having himself a fantastic evening in net for the Edmonton Oilers? I mean, the man made 25 saves, and I said it just at the end of the live stream, just as we were finishing off the play-by-play, who is going to be the first star? Was it Janmark or was it Skinner? And they lined it up. Stuart Skinner save 25 of them on the night. He's the first star. McDavid is the second star with a goal and an assist, and Evan Bouchard with 2 assists tonight. He is your third star, and he continues to absolutely rally along the meaningful moments. But the Oilers will next play the Seattle Kraken in an afternoon game, 2 o'clock in Seattle, so that's exciting. We'll have that on Sportsnet West, which means it's a regional game, and we'll have a big old Saturday afternoon game on Dolynny TV as long as everything comes together for us on that Saturday. I don't know what time hockey in Three Hills is on Saturday, but we'll find out then. That said, friends, it's been a good night for the Oilers, and you continue to keep pace in the Pacific Division. The Golden Knights and the Seattle Kraken both in action, same with the LA Kings. But to summarize this one, let's get the goal scoring wrapped up. Warren Foegele's 12th goal of the season, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins' 52nd, and Evan Bouchard's 24th. So a huge get there from the Oilers, getting some big-time goal scoring out of the depth guys on the first goal of the game, and it was a beauty. Evan Bouchard down to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, whipping it cross-crease to Warren Foegele, and looks like the Sharks trying to get on the board early but couldn't do it. And then just about, what do I want to say, 3-4 minutes later, Matthias Janmark, Connor McDavid come flying down the ice on the penalty kill, and just goes to even strength last second as Vinny Desharnais picks up an assist on Janmark's goal as well. Connor McDavid moves to 130 points on that assist, but then Wyatt Johnston, no scoring in the second period. Wyatt Johnston makes it a 2-1 game midway through the third period, ruins the Stuart Skinner shutout. We were that close to getting a shutout tonight, 10 minutes away, and he gets a 19th goal of the season. Big one, tough one for the Oilers, but is what it is. And then Connor McDavid's 57th goal of the season made it on the power play. A huge game, a 3-1 game for the Oilers. Leon Draisaitl's 57th assist. Evan Bouchard picks up assist number 25. So like I said, point per game since Tyson Barrie's been gone. Fantastic to see out of Evan Bouchard. And Matthias Janmark then picks up the empty netter with just over 2.5 minutes to go in the third period. The Oilers, like I said, rough up Ottinger. It's a fantastic effort out of Stuart Skinner with 25 saves on the game. The hits even out to 27 apiece. The Dallas Stars beat up on Connor McDavid in the face-off dot. It was ugly. Of course, the Oilers did score a power play goal, so that was a big get for us, the home team tonight. And friends, I've talked enough about that, so let's take a second. Right now, we're about halfway through the video to recognize what this game actually means to the city of Edmonton, because tonight was a little bit more about the community than it was about hockey. Obviously, losing 2 valued members of the EPS today in a absolute, only way I can describe it, as a senseless tragedy early morning in Edmonton. And to Constable Jordan and Constable Ryan, I hope the boys did you proud up there tonight, because you know what, this one that we needed to win from the onset. I mean, there was no way that I think the Oilers were going to go out there and blow this game, but they needed to go out there and win this one tonight, and that is exactly what they did to get the job done for the community, right? You hope that every time the home team's playing at home, they go out there and try and win it for the home crowd, but they weren't trying to win it for the 18,000 plus at Rogers Place tonight. They were winning it for Edmonton, Alberta, and Canada as a whole, going through a pretty rough day. obviously waking up to the news that we did this morning. I mean, I'm listening on the drive-in on the radio station in Calgary. They do about a 3-minute news blitz at 8 o'clock in the morning, and that was probably the hardest news blitz I have listened to at 8 in the morning on that station in a long while. So shout out to Country 105 for breaking the story to me here down in southern Alberta this morning. But big time shout out to the Edmonton Oilers for getting it done and stepping up for the community when we needed a victory. We got one tonight, and that was absolutely phenomenal to see. But friends, as we carry on, just one last little check of how everything finished up. I do want to check in on something that I noticed in that game. I feel like I saw Vinny Desharnais out there quite a bit in the hockey game. And for some reason, he actually only ended up playing 12 minutes and 22 seconds that game. So there was a point in the hockey game he played a lot of minutes back to back to back. But that 7-man rotation didn't seem to get him in there too much. Philip Broberg played 9:02. Evan Bouchard stepping up to 21:20. Matthias Ekholm at 22:23 or 22:39. As well, Darnell Nurse, where you at 18:47. So we have a new top pair in Edmonton by the looks of it. And I guess you could see a Cody Ceci at 18:03. So I guess you know how the ice time's being distributed, and I think the results are speaking for themselves since Mr. Matthias Ekholm showed up here in Edmonton, and obviously Stuart Skinner rocking a 1 goal against for the game, and how about that, a .962 save percentage. A good night all around for the Edmonton Oilers and a big victory. Like I said, it keeps us in 3rd place in the Pacific Division for the time being. The Seattle Kraken can't kick us out of the place, and the Calgary Flames can do us a favor tonight, beating the Vegas Golden Knights. Right now, the wild card race lines up that the Kraken could be up to 83 points. The Jets fell tonight, so they're at 79. So the Oilers' gap for falling out is 79 to 84 now, and the Predators at 75. That gap is kind of getting bold for the Oilers, 9 points now, and that's what I'm saying. The Oilers need the teams below them to keep losing, and hopefully that continues tonight in the game between the Flames and the Golden Knights. Friends, I'm Tyson. This is Dolynny TV. Thank you so much for tuning into the post-game edition of the Edmonton Oilers coverage tonight. I am up on out of here. And friends on the live stream, good rest of your evening to you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Really appreciate everybody chilling out in the chat. Jack, you've been absolutely fantastic and entertaining everybody with the trivia tonight, and I really appreciate everybody hanging out with me. Jacob, to your point about should have roughed up the guy who hit Shoresy. I think Klim Kostin flying in there did what he had to do, but they realized they had drawn a power play or a penalty or whatever you want to say. So, friends, I'm Tyson. This is Dolynny TV. Once again, thanks for hanging out with me this evening. Really appreciate it. We'll catch you on the post-game video, which you just watched